I'm not the one to give people advice that they did not ask for. But I see a lot of videos this time of year that talks about like new goals for 2025 or new goals for the new year, or making changes or things of that nature. And sometimes it involves like working harder. Sometimes it involves doing a lot more. Sometimes it involves making changes and things of that nature. But for me, I'm going to say you probably want to include resting as well as saving in 2025, right? I say resting because as a stay-at-home mom, as a homeschooling mom of 3, this whole year I have been really pushing myself to build my channel, pushing myself to create content, pushing myself to do this and do that and form a group and build community and teach the babies and just be a help to as many people as I could. And I feel like doing all of those things kind of left me feeling a bit exhausted. I felt like I was doing so much and I was making a difference, right? But it's like, does it really matter if I'm burned out with the decisions that I'm choosing to make, right? It's okay to not have a business. It's okay to not hustle. It's okay to not want to take every opportunity that's presented to you. I think rest is important. For a long time, I stayed up late at night researching, doing orders, creating stuff. Got up early in the morning before the kids to do the same thing. And it was like, when do I really get a chance to rest and sleep? I was so in the grind mode to where I was like, I have a goal to meet, and in order to do that, I have to make a sacrifice. I have to make a sacrifice with my time. I have to make a sacrifice with what I choose to do. I have to make a sacrifice with a lot of things, right? And I feel like that's very important, that you do know that you have to put in the work in order to see results, but at what cost, right? I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 3 little children who requires a whole lot of my attention, and I'm not a big proponent of screen time, so it's like I have to be hands-on. I want to be present. I don't want to be on my phone, on my laptop, or doing things all times of the day when my children really need me. I want to be well rested, right? I want to eat healthy. I want to exercise. I want to get my full 8 hours of sleep. I want to wake up refreshed, super excited, super energized to do my duties, right? To prioritize what I need to prioritize. And I feel like resting is something that we really miss out on. Like, we don't have to be on the go 24/7, especially as moms and wives. Like, we don't have to be on go on 24/7. Believe me. Look, the Lord rested, okay? It was like, why do you exclude yourself from that? Yes, you have goals you want to meet, but rest is important. Rest is something that should be prioritized. And I feel like I'm talking to myself because my early years of trying to build a business, I was just on go, go, go. I was so motivated. I was so focused. I was so determined, and I saw some wonderful results. But once that stuff died down, I was just so exhausted, and I felt like, can I really pour into myself? I prioritized everything and everybody over myself. Now it feels so hard to do for me. For so long, I kind of was trying to cope in a way of trying to stay busy, trying to be productive, trying to adjust to my, my roles as a new mom and a new wife. And it was like I kind of kept myself busy because, sometimes as a new mom, you kind of get down, you get those little anxious thoughts and things of that nature. So it's like, it's really good to kind of keep yourself busy, to find things that motivates you or makes you happy and things of that nature. And I feel like that's where my thing started from. It started for a good reason, but over time I just started to add more and more and more and more. And I kind of stopped doing for myself a lot more, right? And so I was like, you know what? I really need to just stop doing what I'm doing right now and really shift my focus to resting. There was once a time where I was juicing all the time, smoothies every day, making all the snacks and stuff that I wanted to make, just eating really healthy, buying bags of nuts to snack on instead of candies and things of that nature. And it was like somehow, somewhere, things switched, and I just started buying snacks, and I started buying sweets, and I started doing all of these things because I was comfort eating. I had things to do. I had orders to fulfill. I had this and that, and it was like, how do you make time for yourself? This is the easy thing to do, to just go buy this. It's the convenient thing to do. But I stopped really pouring into myself, and I've been on this journey really since I had my son about 2 years ago. Like, my midwives really poured into me the importance of, you know, prioritizing your postpartum care, preparing yourself, preparing for after the fact, and not just to have a baby, but to like thrive, you know, in motherhood and things of that nature. And I feel like really this past year, after I weaned my son, I kind of was like, okay, now it's time for me to really pour into me, you know, to start back eating right, to get my movement in and things of that nature, and to like kind of like let go of the other things that I was trying to do. I don't have to build a business right now. My husband's not really asking me for anything. I thought it was, you know, I was doing the things I was doing was extra, but it started to interfere in some things that it probably shouldn't have. So I was like, I had to take a step back, and I'm so glad I did. It's still hard sometimes, but it was very necessary. So I think you should prioritize rest in 2025. Rest will be different for everybody, but baby, get you some sleep, staying hydrated, getting some moving, some type of exercise in. What else? Caring for your skin, your face, your hair, you know, things that you like. Maybe getting you some smell good, some candles, some things of that nature. Like, I have a little video on like some things I picked up if you're looking for suggestions, but that's my first thing. Like, resting. I'm gonna get my rest. Ask my husband, like, I'm gonna get my hours of sleep, okay? And I love it here. But there was once a time where I really stayed up late at night, early in the morning, and I just had a whole lot that I was trying to do, and it wasn't really beneficial to me, as far as like growing and being the best example to my girls on how to like take care of me and stuff like that. So I'm encouraging you guys to do the same. And then the second thing I would say is to save in this economy. Like, the new year really sometimes makes you feel like you need a new planner, a new journal, a new set of clothing, a new workspace, a new office setup, a new this, new that. But in reality, does it take the beginning of the month, January 1st, to make you want to change? You should want to change any day throughout the year, right? It doesn't take the beginning of the year for you to be like, okay, now I want to plan. Like, any month, any day of the week, like, you can get started. So for some of the things that are really pushed during the new year, January 1st, I feel like you can save it. Like, you know what your goals are. You heard make a vision, write the vision, make it plain. You have all these planners that you're not using. Ask me how I know, because I was once the girl that's like, oh, this is cute. Maybe this will motivate me to plan regularly. It didn't work. It didn't work. So do I need another planner? No, I don't. Are they cute? Absolutely. But guess what? I know that I should be prioritized saving in this economy and not spending on unnecessary items. It's not really necessary. So those are my top two things that I think all of us should be trying to prioritize: rest and saving. I also had a little list. I was like, you know what? I would love to set some goals to work towards. Not just for the new year, but just in general. I feel like I set goals often. So let's see what I have. I started writing them down, and I was like, you know what? I think this is a bit much. And let me see if I can actually find it. These were some personal goals that I had, and I was like, maybe this will serve as some inspiration for someone else who kind of, you won't want some reasonable, or did I really write it down? I thought I did. In the bathroom. Okay, I can't find them, so I'm guessing it's not important. But you know what? I think I actually wrote them down in a journal. I think I wrote them down in a notebook. And I don't know what that is, but I think they all falls under eating healthy, you know, trying to make more things from scratch, eat more whole foods, you know, drink more water, incorporate more routine, like trying to strength train. Well, not strength train, but like trying to incorporate weights, you know, just wanting to be more stronger, healthier, positive, you know, sharing things that I've overcame to, you know, inspire new moms or moms who are starting new, you know, that are new to homeschooling or things of that nature. I feel like it's a lot of emphasis put on what you have to do and not enough emphasis put on how you get to do it and thrive. So of course there are different seasons in life, but yeah, I don't have my list right now, so I'm assuming that it's not really a big deal. But yeah, resting and saving, those are the top two things that I will be focusing on. And probably, you know, you should too. I can't tell you what to do, but you can never go wrong with resting. And rest look different, as I said. Rest, it could be reading a book. It could be taking days off. It could be sitting out a season if you want to build a business, or sitting out a season if you have a really big project you want to work on. I mean, it can look in many different forms. You know, I just feel like it's something to where you are doing it to eventually get back to the thing that you want to do, or the thing that you know you can do. And so for me, I'm in a season where I'm just not trying to build a business. I'm not trying to like do a whole lot of stuff. I'm really trying to pour into me, pour into my family. And just reset. I want to be, you know, really happy. I want to be focused. I want to be healthy, strong. You know, I just want to be, what's the word? I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Let me know if you have any goals that you are setting, not just for the new year, but just for a better you. Not a new you, new year, new me. We're not doing that. We're doing a, well, let's say thriving, more so refreshing, reclaiming, things of that nature. So I would love to hear feedback in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.